So, zoo. Landfall Zoo. We're going to take the list as is for the first time out because this is from the creator, Crazy Bop09 over there in Reddit land. Let's evaluate what they've got here and just see how it plays out in our league. So, what do we have here? So the idea is that pretty much anything at 1, step links you might be familiar with. We have the Hellhound here, we have the Brushfire Elemental. These cards care about landfall triggers. Each of them reads landfall and getting +2/+2, and we also have a Renegade here, which works with, say, a fetch land becoming a 2/3. With all of this being said, we have the Burning Tree Emissary and Bushwhacker package, and the idea here is that you play Burning Tree Emissary, perhaps a second one, and then you get the Bushwhacker on Surge, which is a cheaper cost because it'll be the second or third spell, or basically not the first. And with that, you get to give things haste, and you get to give them +1/+0. This is not to say that the other Bushwhacker is better or not. This one just happens to work with Burning Tree Emissary a little bit better. A little bit of interaction with Lightning Bolts and Path to Exile. We have Wrenn and 6 to recur some lands here to make these things much bigger when they attack. While Nakatl is in here as a 3/3 for 1, which is pretty nice because we are in the Naya colors. And because we're a zoo list, Atarka's Command makes a nice appearance here. Sideboard wise, we have things for red-black, we have things for artifact problems, we have things for bouncing stuff back to our opponent. This one will be interesting. A couple Tormod scripts here, Thalia Guardian of Thraben to slow some stuff down as well. List looks pretty interesting to me. We'll see how it runs. It's definitely a zoo list here. Landfall Zoo in Modern. Let's go to our leagues. Let's go to our leagues. Let's change this from our other list for the night. See if I have tickets, which I do, and let's go. Now I'm pretty excited to play the list. It's definitely a lower to the curve. It's going to be an aggressive list, and I hope it plays out aggressively. We'll see how many times our creatures are removed. I'm expecting if we do run into something like Rakdos, or perhaps some of the other red decks that are out there, Prowess and such, that we'll see most of our creatures perhaps die. We'll see though. We'll see how often that happens. If we do see a resurgence of something like a zoo list, I could see Liliana as being very useful in black decks. Red will need bolts, white will need more paths, and so on and so forth. A lot of decks right now are just kind of playing a little bit of interaction because they're needing to maybe remove 1 or 2 little things, but a lot of lists are not playing a lot of removal at this moment. We'll see. We'll see. Let's find that first one. Let's get going. Let's play some Magic. Yeah, we do have that. We do have that. We have the Hellhound, and we have the Brushfire. This is kind of cool because it can't be chump blocked. It's kind of interesting. All right, let's find these opponents. Let's play some Magic. There we go. Oh, and last stands our opponent. Let's play first. We're the aggressive list for sure. Almost guaranteed. 2 lands here, Wild Nakatl and a Step Lynx. We have the Renegade Rallier. Or not the Rallier, but the Renegade. So, here's a perfect example of this hand looks like amazing, but what do we start with? Probably the Step Lynx. I think that would be good. Mortal, this is the very first game with it. So no. I feel like I should start practicing. A lot of people are coming in and asking us, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And we don't have answers. We haven't played. We haven't played with it. Ooh, Tron. Okay, I wonder what's the best sequence here to do the most damage. So we have a Step Lynx here. I suppose this turn is supposed to be Is it Brushfire Elemental or is it Nacatl? If I'm fetching here with the Windswept Teeth, the Dryad makes this a little bit awkward. I suppose it's Brushfire Elemental here with the idea that that'll be big again. And with the Dryad Arbor, I can play with one Nacatl. I can't get these down. Yeah, I'm thinking fetch and get the Elemental. And it looks like it's going to be a Stomping Grounds. Gives a little more red. Play our Brushfire here and just hit him for 5. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, not to mention that Dryad is going to be doing damage anyway. It's not a bad next play. What kind of deck are you playing with Zale? I thought you were asking about Zers. I'm like, nope. Ancient Strains. Mortal is in ours as well, by the way, I think. Right? Yeah, Mortal's in our Discord as well. You can hop over there. All right. We get to play Nacatl and a Hellhound. And I'm going to hope for a fetch land here and play Dryad now. And trigger all of these. Trigger, trigger, trigger. We hit for another 5. And I think if I have a land here, we win. If I top deck a land, I think we win, or a Wrenn in 6. So we have 17, 18 outs here. Tarka's Command could be good too. 3, 4, 5 damage is what I'm hitting for without land. So we don't hit land here. So my opponent lives. I don't want to commit much more to the board in fear of a Ugin here. Fingers crossed. They're at 5. We've done a lot. Have we done enough? We have enough burn, so we're going to obviously play further. Ooh. Blast Zone's pretty good. Blast Zone's pretty good. Oh, there's a land. Nice. I think we get there. Now we just attack here. And with the Brushfire plus the Dryad here, we win. Oh, land off the top never felt so good. There we go. Ooh, Bushwhacker. All right. Good start. Good start. Cleansing Wildfire and Cinderfines look like the go-tos here. Maybe Thalia, maybe. That worked out nicely. So Path, probably Walking Ballista and Wormcoil are a problem, but I think we go underneath those. What else? Jeez, this is going to be hard to sideboard with. Thalia's on the play, so we won't worry about Thalia now. We'll worry about Cleansing, probably. Maybe it's just Cleansing, not even worry about Cinderfines. In which case I can play like one Renegade and one Path out for the Cleansing Wildfire and leave kind of the top end here. Wrenn in 6 probably never gets pulled out because of all of our creatures. They know what's up, so they're going to try to shoot creatures off. You think Cleansing's bad on the draw? So just let them get to 8 mana real fast? I mean, I'm taking a Path out. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I mean, like, you can't... I wouldn't say you can't sideboard, because sometimes we do that. I think it's at least worth a consideration. Wow, this is interesting. We're gonna mulligan this. It's 5 lands. We only have 20. This cannot be right. Wild Nacatl. Attack for 3 with the Step Links then. You think it's a keep? I don't think this is a keep. We want like 2 lands. I think you mulligan this. I'm gonna mulligan. Look at this hand. This is like 10 times better. 10 times better. Now I don't want to get rid of any of this. So I can fetch and get this down and just like, just get rid of a Ren and 6 here. Stay Frosty has Ren and 6 too. I mean, we're just doing Renegade into Burning plus Reckless, probably. I'm going to keep and get rid of the Ren and 6. I don't think I need that. I'm on the draw. I think if they show anything that's Tron land here, I can Cleansing Wildfire them. Alright, so we're going to go get a what appears to be Stomping Ground first. And we'll slap down this. Ta-da! So this might be just like, I don't want to do Burning Tree and then Reckless, so it's probably just going to be like a Cleansing Wildfire here. Alright. Want to play the Step Links. We can do that next turn. So Cleansing here and hope to rip like crazy. We're going to get rid of the Mine. This Renegade is a Revolt and becomes a 2-3, that's it. Wild Nakatl is probably just better, so we're going to just hit for a ton of damage this coming turn. Maybe Step Links is better here. 3 mana O-Stone. So how much can I do here? Oh, I have another fetch land. It's got to be Step Links, right? Step Links, Fetch, Burning, Bushwhacker. Seems like a lot of damage. And if they miss their land here, we just kill them. Go ahead and yield to this. We can get kind of anything here. I guess I can just get Sacred Foundry is probably a little bit safer here. Red, play Burning Tree. And then Surge Reckless here and hit for just tons of damage and hope they don't have a Tron land. With green mana, it's kind of likely, but we'll see. I don't even know how much this is, but this is just a ton of damage. Whoosh, damage. Down to 5. Looks great. All right. Can you board wipe? Well, Blast Zone kind of does it. Blast Zone gets rid of these two, but not these two. So that puts my opponent to 1. Uses Chromatic Star here. Now they can't pop this. They'd have to do it now. Which means if I get a haste threat on 1, which I don't have, this would be where the Goblin Guide would matter. I'm a little surprised they popped this and played this. Blast Zones away our Step Links. We'll hit for 4 here. I'm going to go ahead and cantrip the Sunbake Canyon to see what I hit. We won't talk about that, anybody? Anybody that says that was a punt. I'm learning the list. Had lethal. Or a doofus. Failed. We got it hidden. We just wanted to play another game, another round with my opponent. No 1-drop with haste, but man, oh, you know, we got it covered. Yeah, we had it, but we had better lines were set up though for the league. That's 1-0. I'm just frustrated because I'm like, I didn't think about the Brush Elemental, nor did I think about Ren and 6. That's 2-0 against Tron. Let's go to our next match. I'm so frustrated. Ugh. They're about to drop Worm Coil, and then we just Atarka command them. Small learning opportunity. YouTube was a bit vicious today. I forgot what Maelstrom Pulse does as a card. I need to play better. They were vicious. There was so much frustration. It was a small punt. We didn't think about the two drop. We didn't think about the Tarkus command either. We are aware. We didn't think about the endless dance. We're set up. We know that we have 2 drops that speed out. When is the internet not vicious? When you've cultivated a freaking sweet community. That's when. All right, this hand looks good. Keep. That's what we got. We're gonna play this little step links, little kitty cat. Got that path just, whoa. Clear water with the Serum Visions. Good luck, opponent. Good luck. Looks like I'm gonna do this Temple Garden. Maybe Sunbake, but probably Temple Garden. And we'll do Burning Tree and bolt them or something. Even with a great community, it can get a bit toxic. Whoa, look at these fire things. Glitch lit. Dang, that's some hot sauce. How do I feel about these? I kind of like them. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty sweet. I like the knowing and building so that you know that occasionally you need like a lot of blue, but then sometimes you'll flip and need that just that little bit of black, and picking when to do that feels good. Gemstone, clear pathways. Tarka's command's an interesting one. Let's play Stomping Ground here. It's not as much damage, but I'm thinking of future Bushwhacker thing. And we'll play Burning Tree to set us up next turn. I'm gonna just bolt upstairs. Looks like Ad Nauseam. Smells like Ad Nauseam. Might be Ad Nauseam. We can get to this in a moment. We have options. We have a fetch land now. I didn't need to do like crazy amounts, I don't think. Thassa's Oracle. That's pathworthy. Interesting choice here. Rope burn, I understand. The upstairs. See, this is looking pretty good now with fetch lands in our future. My opponent misses here. Am I supposed to path? Let's attack here and see if they want to block either of these. They block this one. So now I do this. So I don't have to path this and give them an extra land. Just give them +1/+1. Or no, 3 damage and put a land into play. So 3 damage and put a land. And I'll put the Sunbaked Canyon here and we're gonna set up with the Hellhound. Oh, I need to put the fetch in. Gosh. I need the fetch because this is... We'll get there. We're gonna get there slowly. Now I have to path instead of this. Gosh. Need the land plus the 1 because this is only +2/+2 because this is an 0/1. Now that I've goofed, I feel like I need a path here. I need to remember how much they pump for. Play Hellhound and die to Angelic and Spoils. You're okay with dying to a 2-card combo here? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess the Hellhound makes it lethal next turn. I'm dead to that anyway. No, I'm not. I path this and then we get more turns. What do you mean pathing doesn't do anything? I suppose they don't have the land that they need. All right, fine. I think I lose by playing this line though. I don't know. They find a land here. Angel's Grace spoils. Oh, Phyrexian Unlife. I'm alive. You guys are geniuses. I'm alive. Okay, so they're at 10. This is an interesting card. We've already screwed this card up. Oh, it is an ETB. Never mind. I'm thinking of... I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking this is like the Jays. My brain is so confuzzled. I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated from match 1. We need to... Maybe we should just get up and walk around. Am I supposed to path this? I'm afraid of now ad nauseum. Maybe I should be doing this on their upkeep or something, but I think I need to hit them for the damage to put them to 0, so my next potential kill is it's potentially a kill next turn. Because I can also cantrip the Sunbaked Canyon here. Yeah, so I've got a hit for 10. I see very little reason not to like shock in here either. Maybe draw something cool. So this is 10. So we attack for 10. So turn 4 would be kill without Phyrexian Unlife. Cantrip, just see what else I draw. Fetch land means I can kill him next turn. So I need a land in ad nauseum or we win. Dang, this deck just punches you in the face. The player and the opponent. It punches both of us in the face. It hurts so bad. They have black here with the gemstone mine, so they'll need another black source. Yeah, one black is here. Is there any reason not to slam this and then Arid Mesa them in Atarka's command and just crunch their face in half? Maybe they have Cryptic Command. We're gonna crunch them. Crunch. Crunch. Pact of Negation. Well, I guess I'll just Arid Mesa then and get you this way instead. Yeah, I guess it held back information. Oh well. We're slamming. I just want to do everything, everyone. I'm doing everything. Damage. Get smashed. Oh! Pact of Negation number 2. I love it. They stopped us. We still hit them for 10. Woo! Dance. Okay. So. Cindervines. Thalia? Ignore path. I like Thalia here. I can probably take like Renegade out, maybe an Atarka command, and then like something else because I'm bringing in Thalia. I don't know what I take out. I don't know. We could take out a Bushwhacker. That seems fine. All right. There we go. Cindervines and Thalia. That seems reasonable. My opponent's a spell deck. Thalia makes complete sense here. And then Cindervines can blow up things like Lotus Bloom if they don't get to use it immediately. Pentaprism, or more specifically Phyrexian Unlife. Looks good. Let's submit. I don't think there's anything else you change here. You don't need a Cleansing Wildfire them. They have a few basics. You know. Alright, probability of me hitting another land. I have 19 of them. You could do the MTG bot thing if you know how to do that. I can go get a Temple Garden with the Wild Nacatl here. We need so here's a question. We should probably be looking for what? 2 lands? 2 lands is probably the most important thing. My opponent mulligans. Does that change anybody's opinion on this? We have a bunch of 2-drops. I have 4 2-drops. I do. And if I hit a land, we're going. No 1-landers in 2021? Oh, fine. Fine. Oh, look at this hand. This hand's sweet. So here I get rid of what? A forest. Forest. Can't quite do Bushwhacker. But we can like lead with Step Links or the Wild Nacatl. See what our top deck is, obviously. It's a way better 6. I don't know. I could have drawn a land. Here's this Renegade again. So I think it's Temple Garden here. Question is, what do we lead with? What does the most damage over the course of the game? Probably the Wild Nacatl. These are looking like just 0-1s currently. You're liking Step because it hits for 4 the first turn? Okay. So it's better to have the 4 because you have a following fetch land. And then I can like fetch, and if I don't get a land, I can play Wild plus Renegade. Something we could do. That would add up to probably the most amount. Hope to draw a Burning Tree Emissary and then Reckless Bushwhacker on turn 3 here. That seems like the sequence. Or Renin 6 and start getting fetch lands. If I find a Renin 6, maybe I Wild Nacatl plus Step Links and then start picking my fetch lands up. So I hit 4 every turn. Seems reasonable. Serum Visions gets a City of Brass. 2 cards are on top. We end up top decking a Bushwhacker. I'm going to go ahead and fetch here using Step Links. No extra fetch land here, so we're going to go fetch again. Stomping Ground. And we're going to put the 2 green creatures in. Because it's not guaranteed that I'll hit next turn. Both of these in, 4 in, opponent's at 16. I think this is reasonable. Fatal Pushes, Step Links. All right. Completely fine. All right, so if we hit a land, I can actually Step Links plus Bushwhacker. Sleight of Hand. Well, my opponent had some removal. Fatal Push stopping us a little bit. They do have a City of Brass. This is painful for them. All right, we do hit a land, so we can now Step Links, spell 1, land, and Surge away. This is a decent amount of damage. Surge trigger. and punch in. This is 10, 12. Take 12, opponent. Take 12. Ugh. Fatal pushes Wild Nakatl, taking a damage to do so, down to 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a fetch land. Thassa's Oracle. ETB. ETB Angel Grace spoils? Nope. They put a card on top of their library. Are these satyrs? No. I do get to discard a card and draw cards. I suppose that's what I want to be doing with this. And just punching in for 4, it looks like. My opponent's kept a land thing on top. So what's the most probable thing? Like Bolt, basically, or something like that. This is probably the best card to leave up. I have Step Links and the Hounds that I can hit. So let's do the Endless Dance and Smash. 3 others, right? 3 or more creatures. So these are the 3. They have to put a card on top, yeah. That's the thing, Thassa's. We'll use this ability. There's a Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're gonna block here. I have a fetch land for Step Links next turn. 6, 2. Wonder if I bolt here at all. If I hold it. This is going to kill Bushwhacker. Then I'll only get in for 4, which puts them to 5. And then they have 2 City of Brass. I think I let this resolve. Don't bolt away. Leave them with the Oracle. We'll just hold the bolt here. You want to bolt the Thassa? We already established this doesn't do anything. Now my opponent doesn't do anything here, and now I have the Windswept Teeth. Before blocks it was? What? It would just take him to 3. Say no to this. I think we're good here, just attacking. That's fine. They go to 1 here. I sort of want to just not lightning bolt them. And like, maybe on their upkeep here. I'm thinking they have the Angel's Grace. Maybe I'm supposed to force it here. If I force it here, then they can't top deck the spoils, which is probably the smarter play. Let's go ahead and force it here. Let's see that Angel's Grace. Right here. You gotta fire it off. Make them have 2 exactly. They could have 2 spoils here. Angel's Grace spoils for new Angel's Grace. Alright. Opponent lives. They can't get a Phyrexian Unlife, they'll die unless they have an untapped land. Leaving our fetch land alone here, and we're presenting lethal in multiple ways. I don't know if I was supposed to bolt this or not earlier. I think it's played out fine. True, the spoils... That's right, the spoils would cause them to still take damage. You're correct. I'm thinking it doesn't because of the Angel's Grace. Spoils would still do... It does life loss, right? Not damage? I'm not sure. Alright, we'll attack. And I'm cool with doing this. Oh, there's spoils. All right. So they had the spoils. We end up winning the match. All right. We're 2-0. Not looking too bad here. All right, let's play our next match. We're getting the hang of this. It seems to be doing well. We end up running into Tron and Ad Nauseam, which both seems like good matches here. How'd the Goose League go? Solid 1-4. Did we break the modern format? Someone on Reddit seems to have. Someone has. We gotta win. We've got 2. What was the last match? A loss. A loss. It's a loss. KO. Heliod, Combo, and Death Shadow are hard matchups. That would make sense. Gaining a lot of life is a problem. Alright, let's find this next opponent. Alright, let's go. Q sniping me. Stay frosty, stay out of my league. Alright, now we have 4 lands here. 4 lands, a Bushwhacker, and a Bolt. Well, we did this last time and we had a bunch of 2-drops, 1 card. This one's not feeling very good here. Wild Mikado just dies to something and then we're just sitting here doing nothing. So let's go ahead and mulligan this. Oh look, it didn't get much better here. We do get rid of, say, like Wooded Foothills or Sacred Foundry here. We get a Renegade and then Renegade into Burning plus Bushwhacker is at least more damage. It's reasonable. Is it crazy? No. But is it reasonable? Perhaps. Perhaps. Gives me a lot of fetch lands. I guess we can keep this. We don't know what we're playing against. We don't know what the top of our library is. We'll hope it's not Thoughtseize. That'd be awful. Oh gosh, we got to beat it fast. All right. If we've got to beat it fast and we have a Step Links here, I guess we're just going to put the Step Links down with a Sacred Foundry and smash them as hard as we can. It can be a Temple Garden too. All right, I'm learning. Step Links, always first. This is not, we don't know why this is in the list. We're just going to tuck that away. All right, can we beat Charbelcher? Oh gosh. All right, we have to kill them this turn. So I need who knows what. I must kill them this turn. That sucks. Okay, can we? I don't think we can. Does Deflecting Palm work against this? How's this read? The next time a source of your choice would deal damage. Oh, really? I can palm the Belcher. We're bringing that in. This needs to be replaced. A 2/3 is not bad. They just don't want to get your opponent's lands, I guess, is the idea. All right. What does Step Links do for me? It kills them the next turn. Oh, we're not going to palm a Belcher. That's not happening. I guess we'll put this on top. I mean, I don't have anything that's going for me here. Play a Step Links here. Fetch and get the Renegade down. And then just set up for kill next turn in case they stacked incorrectly. Like, I know it's like unlikely here, but... And for those saying put these in, we don't kill here. We have to set up to kill next turn in case my opponent goofed. You ever palm an Emrakul? Palm. All right, we're miracling this. Wee! We spin. We both do, if I recall. Wow, look at all these cards we got. Amazing. All right, we have a Bushwhacker. We have a Hound. We kill next turn, but my opponent's got 7 cards to kill us with. Maybe they goof. Maybe they goof. They didn't goof. They didn't goof. They got the Charbelcher. Nails me. Alright, negative 30 we go. We're gonna palm this guy. I'm gonna palm him. Okay, so... deflecting palm here. Is there really anything else to bring in other than maybe Cleansing Wildfire to, like, slow them down? Perhaps Thalia? Cinder Vines is probably just a no-go. I really doubt they're going to just play it without having the full combo. Alright, so things we can take out. Path is no good here. We could probably trim a Bushwhacker, one of the Renegades. Definitely going to be some Palms and maybe a Thalia? Thalia kind of messes them up, making me want the Cinder Vines. Renin 6 is how you repeatedly get fetch lands to finish the game quickly. It could be taken out. We could probably take a Lightning Bolt out as well. We really need just things that kind of disrupt them enough. My basic creatures should be able to kill them. If we take Renin 6 out, we're looking at deflecting, cleansing Thalias coming in. Which makes me want to take like one more Lightning Bolt out. Let's look at this. Because if I put a Cinder Vines out, they're just going to play in such a way that they pop Belcher immediately. So you're saying keep some bolts here, we can trim something else? Are we just taking more of these Renegades out then? And then keep the Bushwhacker in and just take the Renegades completely out and keep bolts. That's what you're saying? And we're good with Thalia cleansing and deflecting Palm. I like cleansing to give them just a little bit of a hiccup. I know it's not going to always work, but if they recourse the past, you can actually cleansing Wildfire to reset whatever they put on top. You're thinking the Cinder Vines is about 6 damage. That's true, it could just sit there and do damage. Let's bring a Cinder Vines in for one Bushwhacker and see how that works. If we like it, we'll bring the other one in. I just want a deflecting Palm them, that's what we're doing. I'd like to play first. Alright. I could cut the Satyr, you're not wrong. I don't know if this is fast enough. You like this and lead with just a Hellhound? And then what? Then we have to waste the Wooded Foothills on getting Burning Tree plus Hellhound out? This hand seems a little slow with the Dryad. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. I just want to mulligan to Deflecting Palm and sit here and put 2 lands in play and just be happy with my life. I don't know. I don't see this winning in turn 3. I have 2 draws. 2 draws to find what? Deflecting Palm or a land? Or a Cinder Vines or something. I have none of my sideboard cards when I'm on the play. I almost would rather find a Thalia or something. Exactly. This isn't a turn 3 kill. If I fetch, this is 8 damage, so this coming turn I'm going to do 4, that's 16. So I do 4 on turn 2 by putting these 2 in, and then I'm going to do 8 with a fetch land, plus this. I guess if I do find that fetch land, I kill in turn 3. Alright, we did the math. Alright. We have the Tarka's command. I guess that's what's making it a little bit different here. Lead with Hellhound. Hope my opponent just doesn't blow me up here on turn 3. You want creature land and dog too? So this hits for 2 this turn if I do that. But I'm not getting this down. I really need a fetch here. That's what I'm going to need. But if I don't hit a fetch here, the Tarka's command's like a fetch. Hope for a Bushwhacker. I took a Bushwhacker out, though. I'm more likely to draw a fetch land than a Bushwhacker. I'm going to go with my line here. Oh, shoot. Which was not that. Well, now I'm playing the Dryad. Alright. My line was going to be the Burning Tree Emissary, but we'll go with this line. I was going to play Burning Tree Emissary plus the Hounds after fetching. Oh, well. I got confused, and I just did this because you said the Dryad Arbor. Alright. Well, my opponent puts a tap land in, so we have a shot here. This is lethal? Dang, I think this is lethal. That's a lot of damage. I think this is lethal. I'm gonna not do the math. But we're just gonna, like, hooray it. And then a Tarka is... It can just be 3 damage to each opponent and put a land card. So, here. Play the land. Fetch. This works too. And hit him for a ton. Oh, okay. That worked. Yeah, 3 damage, or you can gain them, put the +1/+1 on them briefly, same amount since I'm hitting with 3. That's something else. Extra fetch land there with the Tarkas did some stuff. Let's go ahead and put a Bushwhacker in for the Endless Dance. Other than that change, I think we're pretty good. Maybe the Cindervine's in for the other dance. What is 2 damage getting me, other than to cycle through here? I just want to palm, too. They have no idea it's coming to hit them. I don't know, maybe I should have this. Redraw my hand if it's a bad one. Let's just run this. Believe in the dance. Believe in the dance. The best palms are the unexpected ones. Alright, what's his hand look like? This hand has no 1-drop. 2 lands and nothing going on. We're gonna mulligan this. We're gonna mulligan this. As much as a couple brush fire elementals look cool, this is not keepable. Mulligan. Alright, this is a very fast hand. If this was a BTE, whew, this is pretty fast. So we get rid of Arid Mesa here. I play Step Links. Following turn, Hound and Land. Or, yeah, Hound and Land. And then if I find a Brush Elemental plus the extra land, maybe I get rid of Bushwhacker here. Hold on. If I get rid of Bushwhacker here, I play this. And then I play Hellhounds with just one Wooded Foothills. And the following turn, crack, play this out, and crack fetch. This is 3 lands, so this would be 6, 12, plus 10. Sorry, plus 6, 12, plus 5, 17, after already attacking with the Step Links. For 2, so my opponent would be at 1. I don't think I keep this Bushwhacker. I think I send the Bushwhacker to the bottom. I'm gonna do that. I think the step length Hellhound like I just did, I think that's faster. Turn 1 Blood Moon incoming. My opponent's not playing a Blood Moon deck. Look, we found the dance. We found the dance. Step links go. I don't think I quite kill him here, but it's going to be close. Seagate. Shoxin. Or bolts in. They bolted in. Simeon. Recross. So I have to kill them here or get a palm. So it has to be palm off the top. Turn 3. Play the Hound and the Bushwhacker. That's probably a plan too. So it has to be palm or I lose. What do you mean palm doesn't work? They stack Miracle? What? I'm so confused. Palm would be fine on Belcher. Would stop it for a turn, right? Bonk. Everyone's going crazy here. All right, so I have to leave up everything and hope I wheel when they recross into the palm, right? That has to be the plan now. But we can still wheel into it. All right, so Arid Mesa I don't want. So we bottom. Shoot. I should have kept the land. What have I done? I leave land on top. We have 2 deflecting palms. Maybe they don't do recross. Maybe they just ritual it out. Ritual it out, opponent. Do it. Do it. No recross. They don't have red. They need Simeon Spirit Guide. Here we go. They're gonna... Here we go. All rituals. Rituals. Do it. No! No! This was at upkeep. Sadness. Spin. Whee! Well, it has Cindervine, so if they can't... If they just play it and plan to kill me next turn, Cindervine's here to protect us. They're like, what's this? I feel a little bit better, but I don't think we're gonna do it here. Thalia would have made this really funny. Oh, I would have wheeled in deflecting palm. I regret everything. Yeah, they've exiled all kinds of monkeys here. Now I'm wondering what they're doing. Yeah, they use Amorphos. Oh my gosh, we're getting the turn back? Oh, we're getting the turn back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I play Thalia now, right? They didn't even play a land. This opponent's crazy. Oh my gosh. So I play Thalia, right? I think they punted. I agree. I think they punted. We're gonna make them pay for their punt. We have to. Yeah, it feels like it's a Thalia cat turn. Just making sure I have the right amount of whites and all that. 6 damage in here. I put them to 9. I think Thalia gives me enough turns to get... Let's think here. I can do Burning Tree plus the cat plus Thalia here. There we go. Most stuff out. Cindervines, like someone said, would probably be a lot, but the Thalia is probably enough to stop them from ritualing, and then Cindervines plus this attack should be lethal. Oh, the deflecting palm went away, and my opponent didn't know what they were doing. It was game over. 3-0. The rare double punt? We have 2 deflecting palms. You see a land off the top. You put it to the bottom, so you go 1 deeper. You're less likely to draw it on the first draw, but you're more likely to draw it across 7. Statistically, you're supposed to bottom there. No punt. Math works out. Opponent went derp. Derp, derp, derp. Screwed it up. We're all screwing things up. Happy Friday. Welcome to 2021. It's your bro Gree. Your bro Gree. What's up, Beanball? Calcium, MJT. I don't know who Welt is, but Welt's been like jamming this in their brain. They're set. They're ready to 5-0 with this crazy zoo list. We're 3-0. Our opponent's 3-1. Let's play first. All right. Opening hand has one of these hellhounds, and then the World of Cats. The World of Cats has arrived. So this is technically 4 at the beginning. Then I play 2 cats. Then fetch land this. And it's 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 10 plus the 4 is 14 damage. It's cats and dogs, that's what it is. This seems reasonable. Hellhound first, then cat, and then follow it up with the cat plus the fetch land. I don't see a problem with this. It's fairly aggressive. Cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. In the order, cat, dog. Cat warrior, elemental dog. Stick them together, cat dog. But yeah, this seems reasonable. We got some things to do here. We'll start with this hellhound. Always start with the fetchy landfall creature, right? Pretty much. Seems to be the leading card you want down on the battlefield. Seems to do well. Atarka or Bushwhacker makes it a turn 3 kill. I believe it. Just haven't done the math yet. We're going to, after this entire league, when we go to bed tonight, we're going to sit down with the calculator and no, we're not. Breeding pool for my opponent. That's not too scary. Noble Hierarch. Okay. Path, I think I want to hold. I think I'm going to get creatures out here. Attack with the Hellhounds. Smash them with the creatures. Hold the path for the future. This is your pet deck. No pun intended. Fetch for that Temple Garden. I do like this. It's coming together. Yield. 4 damage. Cat, go. I'm feeling fairly safe against this Noble Hierarch. Let's see what we got here. Double cat, go. It'll be 10 next turn, so fetching and bolt or shocking or anything like that's not a good idea for my opponent. Basic Forest. 1 blue, 2 blue. Red, blue, blue, blue. Blighted Agent enters the arena. Extra removal spell wouldn't be bad here because I can double down. Oh my gosh. We can just threaten. Threaten the Dunzo. Yeah, I guess it's just cat and bushwhacker, right? Smash face. They block or die, but they could pump this and save it. There's not a lot of pump spells that get to beyond 3 though, right? So play cat. Wooded. Isn't Path Bushwalker lethal? Probably. I've been told this is the direction to go, though. They're gonna die either way, and these are big enough to pretty much kill this. I think it's probably dealer's choice. We'd have to run a little bit of the math, which I think, before taking this anywhere, please run the math. But, jump. Okay, so... Ink Moth could be a little bit of a problem with Cleansing Wildfire. Renin 6 is pretty good in this. We have the bolts, we have the path. Are we just sending this back? This might be just a send back kind of game. I want to meme on them and bring in one Deflecting Palm for the dance. I don't know. Thalia could help slow things down. Could see that. I want to Deflecting Palm them, kill them with Infect. You know I do so bad. I want to do this so much more than dancing. Is this wrong to just want this? Still would do damage though, right? Let's read this. Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that. Damage is prevented this way. Deflecting Palm deals that much damage to that source. It would just deal normal damage. When they pump out to like a 8 or something, this could be like... could be done. Not infect them, but like dead them. We're already gonna smash them for face, then we Deflecting Palm, and they kill themselves with their own thing. It's probably Thalia. Thalia's the correct line, but anyway. We want to do it, but we're gonna do Thalia. Thalia's probably just the better line here. Alright, we got Steppy and Houndy plus Renegade. It's a reasonable amount of damage. My opponent's mulligan to 6 as well. We have a redraw with the Sunbaked. This hand feels medium. It feels medium. It feels like you could do better with this. I guess the Renegade's good because it has Death Touch. That's true. I think this one's maybe an okay keep. This is probably one of our weaker hands. I don't think I want to go searching, and my opponent's mulliganed. So I'm going to take that into consideration here and keep a hand that does some pretty solid damage here. It only blocks on one creature, but if my opponent happens to have, say, their Infect creature, the Glistener Elf, then it's good. We'll just see. We can't predict the future. Let's just see what they do. Honestly, if they start with that, then I'll put the Renegade down. There we go. So this is like Renegade now, right? Because they have the Glistener Elf. Unless I top deck Bolt, I suppose. We've got ourselves set up to have both of these and Bushwhacking with fetch lands. Do I have to revolt this? I don't think I do. It's gonna swap with it anyway. I don't think I have to. I think we'll just Temple Garden here and play the Renegade. And we keep calling it Rallier. It's not Renegade Rallier. It's Narnman. Narnem. Narnem. It's just Renegade. Alright, let's see that Blighted Agent. There you go. You got it, opponent. That's a really good draw here. And it's super good because I can Sunbaked here. We can bolt the Blighted Agent out of the way. And then we can play Step Links, and then I can Hellhound plus this and fetch land. Looking pretty good. We'll stay back on defense here. I don't need to get blown out by a Glistener Elf. This will always be on defense. We're ahead of our Infect opponent. Windswept Teeth. It's not an Ink Moth. That's good to see. Do they want to attack? The answer is no. Alright. Bonus Step Links here. There's a few things I could do here. I could kind of just attack with just a Woodford Foothills here. And then line myself up for Hellhound and Bushwhacker next turn. I don't hate that. If I do Hellhound plus Bushwhacker this turn, it's pretty good, but this doesn't get haste and come in. But I have a fetch on 2 creatures. Yeah, I like the huge next turn here. And I can still play a fetch and still hit them for about 4 here anyway. I think this is fine. And then we have 2 blockers in case they have a random removal as well. I could technically cycle the land as well, which is maybe not a bad idea. Oh shoot, I didn't fetch. I'm talking to you all. Whatever. Blame you, chat. You're distracting me. Playing with chat is really frustrating sometimes. I love you all, but I'm like, not focus. Who needs focus? Alright. We actually could go get Dryad now. So this is an easy block here. Hope they don't have some weird trample craziness. Goodbye, Elf. This is an 0-1 now. It sticks around. Now I'm going to go get Dryad. This is tactical. Really sandbagging this. Well, if I got a red land, it would have been interesting. I guess it's just Hellhound plus Bushwhacker here. That looks correct. Because this can come in hasty anyway, so if I top deck another land. So, triggers. This is a ton of damage anyway. And I don't believe they have anything that's hasty that I have to worry about. We'll go get a Stomping Grounds. Triggers. I win. I suppose I do. Surge. Smash. Damage. Damage on the stack. It's right here. It's about to be applied to your face. Got there. Alright, we're solid 4-0. Let's see what happens in the final match. Let's see. We've fought Tron Ad Nauseam, Charbelcher, and Infect. Who knows what the raid boss will be? Calcium said it, and I saw it. Can't happen now. You don't ever say it. The league's kind of soft to the list. I would agree. Ban Calcium. Chalcon 1 and 2 is the raid boss. Yep. The prison match is the raid boss. Beating Nauseam with Zoo is pretty poggers. Okay. Oh, it's true. Calcium last time said it, and we went on this rant before, and then we went, you know. A critical card in the board for this deck is Force of Vigor. Probably not a bad idea. Having a one of those might not be so bad. You could probably trim this card. This card's obviously good in case you run into mill. Yep, I would agree. And you have plenty of green cards to pitch to it. So I could see that as a one of for Core Firewalker, one of Blessing, or even one of like the Deflecting Palm or something. It wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. You play a Wheel of Sun and Moon for mill and graveyard hate? Aw, yeah. That's a card. Alright, final match here. Let's go. I love me some Wheel of Sun and Moon. Alright, we're 4-0 against the 2-0 list. I've played against Aller Dustin. Okay, we have a reasonably decent hand here. We're going to put the Step Links, then Burning Tree, and then Renegade off of Fetch. Seems alright. I don't see anything wrong with that. I guess we'll go ahead and keep. Yeah. Plus the Bolt. Yeah, that seems fine. All right. Wheel of Sun and Moon's hilarious against certain strategies, like Dredge. All right, definitely going to lead with this Step Links here. That's the plan. That's what we always do. In it goes. Maybe my opponent will be so upset to see Zoo that they'll concede. Alright, so we have a Flooded Strand here. We have a Triome that is of the Sultai colors. Pretty good for them because they can have Fatal Pushes. Polluted Delta. Okay. Dang, I wish this was a Bushwhacker. Alright. Let's go ahead and attack. We'll do the fetching properly this time around. Go get a Stomping Ground. I'm a little afraid of something that's going to stop these Burning Trees showing up. Step Links for a little bit more. Well, they're going to either counter or not here, so we'll start with a Burning Tree. Not worried about anything at 3 board wiping us. This might be a Remand or a Mana Leak. Island's been found. 14. Mana Leak. Can't do anything about that. Okay. We can still get 2 things down next turn, although this will only be a 1-2. If we do find a fetch land, we can make 2 2/3s. Isn't bad. Polluted Delta for my opponent. Wild Nacatl. Okay. So our Step Links doesn't do anything because I don't have any more fetch lands. My opponent's either going to counter or not, and I can't play 2 green things, so I guess we lead with Burning Tree Emissary and see what happens. Another counter is frustrating to see if we do see it, but we'll go for it. Another Mana Leak. We'll pass the turn. That's not good. Counters, huh? And we lost? Not yet, not yet. We'll play on. Who knows? Maybe my opponent doesn't have big nasty Titan and they go down to 3 life and we blast them. Oh, there's Titan. We have a path. We have our 1-of path for this. Let's not give up yet. Goes up to 16. Polluted Delta. Never give up. We're fighting. Man, I don't like this card. Alright, Nacatl down. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll leave path open here for the Uro. Not hitting our fetch lands is proving to be a problem here. Where are the lands? We only have 20 of them. Fetches and shocks in here. Interesting to do this. Probably a push. Pushes Wild Nacatl. So we have to be super fast against this opponent. Always give up. Slam down that Uro. This will be pathed before they draw anything that can get them out of this. So we'll path here. All right, so where are we going from here? They're at 16. A fetch land would give me 2 of these as 2 3s and then 4 damage, which would put them to 12. A following fetch land would potentially get me out of it. Sunken Hollow played for my opponent. Plenty of mana for them. Fetch land? All right. Play one of these down, and we'll play a Hellhound down. Not looking too good here against Uro. Not looking too good. Need a flood out. Can I get some floods in the chat? Come on, help us out. All right. Plays Misty, cracks Misty, Sanctuary to pick up Fatal Push or Mana Leak. There we go, there they are. Now where's this land? Plays a Jace to pick up the Fatal Push, so we're losing a creature here. Hound or Lynx. Does that flood have shades on it? It's like, that looks a little odd. Floods with shades, huh? Are there no more hats? Hats look okay on floods. Fatal Push in likely in hand. We're not doing it, team. I'm gonna attack them for 1. We're a fetch land away from just smashing my opponent. No, 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 no. I don't know what they got off this. 1 Fatal Push. That's it. Could kill that. Considering how many Step Links and Hounds I have in here, I'm not ready to give up just yet. We're going to attempt to bolt Jace here. They'll counter this if they have the counter. They can wait on the Fatal Push, obviously. Counters, force. So what gets us out of this? Running fetch lands might have a shot, because we already have the creatures in play. We're going to lose 1 to a Fatal Push, but a fetch land would be 8 damage. So running fetch lands here could be lethal. Posture's good, hydrated. The other reason to play it out a little bit is, Field dead. All right, well, now we're looking pretty bad. Now it might be scoop phase. There's a land. Let's at least grow some of these. We shock this in because I'm gonna cantrip to Sunbake Canyon here, trying to hit one of our bolts, maybe to get rid of the zombie. Let's go ahead and cantrip here. Also makes the Renegade a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna attack with everything here. This Arid Mason makes things interesting next turn. They're gonna kill one of these and probably kill this. Oh, we have a Cryptic Command? Oh, we're gonna steal one of these? That's really good. That's really good. They stole it with a charm. Now I don't do like anything. I'm afraid of them having fetch lands now and just smashing me with Hound. Let's go. Chandra with the Shades. That was sneaky. Blocks here. Blocks here. Watch them growth spiral and kill this and fatal push. Here it comes, all of it. Growth spiral, fatal push. Oh my gosh. All right, fatal push takes 0. I think we're done. We'll let them play one more turn, but I'll probably concede here and go to game number 2. With a field here, any lands become blockers that I can't quite get through. All right, so what do we want in the sideboard? We can kind of think about this while we're sitting here. I mean, is there really anything I really truly want here other than maybe Thalia? We're smashing in game 2. You want Cinder Vines? Just for damage because my opponent plays cantrips, fatal pushes, and other things. We don't want the Tormod's Crypts, right? We just want like Thalias. I don't know if we want the Crypts. Because it's a one-time thing. Like, them playing 1 Uro's probably okay. We just need to kill them. I feel like we're going to have to dilute our game plan so much. I'm so concerned about this. All right, we're going to go ahead and concede here. I'm not getting through zombies. But we have to decide how we're going to go about this. I think if they're getting Field of the Dead online, we're just losing at that point. They've had way too much time. So I don't think Cleansing Wildfire makes sense. So I'm not going to bring that in. Deflecting Palm's going to do only 3 to them because they're going to attack with the Uro. And so Deflecting Palm's probably a no-go either. Thalia is interesting because it can prevent things like Fatal Push, Mana Leaks, and other things like that from being efficient. So I'm thinking Thalia makes sense. Tormod's Crypt might make sense, but maybe not all 3. I wonder if it even makes sense for me to have a Path. I think Path is accelerating them to Field of the Dead. I almost don't want this because I think if they've played a Uro, we've just lost. One thing I could potentially do is prevent my opponent from gaining life, which is probably something I don't mind doing on turn 3 against them, to stop an Uro and then bash them for the rest of the damage. I think Path for Tormods, and then Thalia's in for, like, the dance. I want the bolts. Maybe I can keep 1 dance in and get 1 Renegade out. Path Dance and Renegade ×2. You want to... So I did Path, Dance, Renegade. You want a second Renegade and 1 more Tormod's Crypt? Bolts to go to face. We have to close the game. We have to close the game. Not having damage that's direct to face could be a problem. Want another Tormods. Alright, we'll give it a shot. 2-2, and we'll keep the dance here. Let's see what happens. Gotta have a good hand. Well, I can get 2 Wild Nacatls down. It's pretty fast going first. My opponent could push both Nacatls away. Then we just play the Hellhound after. I doubt they'll be on counters because we have so many creatures. They'll be looking for their removal. All right, stomping ground here. We'll get a cat down and pass the turn. Let's see what happens. We can follow this up with the Burning Tree, Wild, and Hellhound, so fingers crossed. Gotta put it all in. All in here. Attack for 3. Good luck, opponent. Find me the fetch land. Or a bush. No, not quite a bushwhacker. A Tarka's command. Let's go. This is what you want. Burning Tree plus the red plus the green. Tarka seems good, and I've got the Dryad. Tap land. We have Fatal Push to play around. My opponent comes back from this. They always had it. Tormod's Crypt, huh? Alright, land. Yield. Tormod's Crypt's not a bad. Hit for 10. Do we think they have some sort of board wipe? I don't think so. I'm playing probably Renegade plus Tormod's Crypt, right? Yeah, playing around is a loose term here. Here comes the Fatal Push. Gets rid of the BTE. We hit for 8. We lost a creature, so Renegade's a little bit bigger. And play the Tormod's Crypt. Good luck. Good luck to us. Don't kill me. They have EE. Well. Oh well. If I have a 1-2 afterwards, I'm not sure we're winning that. There's Bushwhacker. Well, we can play Bushwhacker here. That's a reason to hold on to the Tormod's Crypt. We attack for 2, put them to 7. The EE was... The EE was fatal. Fatal. We do have 3 a turn here, and with an Atarka's command off the top, things get interesting. Could win. It's close, though. This is a 0 drop and a 3 drop. You're not going to steal anything with your Archmage Charm this time, opponent. Combat. Going for 3. Renin 6 starts pinging them. No Force of Reno. Polluted Delta fetched here. Basic Swamp. We got a Fatal Push for the Bushwhacker. We do. Hits for 1. I guess I'm going to try to put the Renin 6 down. I'd rather force the Archmage Charm to counter this than to draw 2. Spell Snare. Spell Snare. Stop. It's pretty good. Needle might be worth it. Scalding Tarn, that'll put them to 4. They're going to 4. Okay. Mystic Sanctuary to pick up the Fatal Push here. So in response to this, I have to take care of this. I need my creatures. Uro's a ways away and they don't have the green, so probably worth popping here. To me, they could have just counter spells. This could be a 4-turn clock right here. Get out of here, graveyard. Veil Summer would be good, possibly. Jace. I hate you, Jace. Bounce Dryad. Dryad got bounced. We'll replay Arbor and pass turn here. We're replaying Arbor because it's a creature. Ended up drawing a land here. Not very good for us. We'll see what they do with this Jace. We are but a bolt away. They decide drawing cards is the answer. Has Uro defeated us, or will we find a way to make this a game 3 in match number 5? Jace has a minus? What? That spell snare was nasty. Could have had a Ren and 6 down. Alright, what'd you find, opponent? What'd you find? Oh, crap. Field of the Dead. Okay. Maybe it's just a bunch of counter spells. Nope, they're doing something. They're reconsidering. We get the turn back. Aether Gust Dryad Arbor. I think I bottomed this. I don't believe there's a reason for me to redraw. Bottom. Show me the Bushwhacker. That awkward Arid Mesa. It's not even a green fetch. Can't go get the Dryad again. So if we have a land plus Uro here, I think it's game. They gain life and they get the Field of the Dead online. Looks like Uro is just too much for us. Just too much. We need Boil. We need Boil. 4 Boils in the sideboard. Let's go. Choke. Choke's cheaper. 4 chokes in the sideboard. Let's go. But yeah, a Needle might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. The list is pretty sweet, though, either way. There's a fetch land. That would put them to 3. Here comes the Uro. We're done. There we go. Do they have a land? They do. Oh, gosh. It's a Field of Ruin, too. They Misty, make another zombie. Field of Ruin, make another zombie. Get him. We got him. BTE. You feel like playing around E would have won that game? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you can. I think we have to threaten and assume that they're going to have abrupt decays or fatal pushes. I think we can scoop this one up. They fetch twice here with a field here. 1, 2. That puts 3 cards. They're not quite there to get Uro back yet. It was a very good 4-1. It looks like that's where we're heading, though. 3 cards in the yard plus an Uro. Got a lot of zombies to get through, and I'm drawing one at a time. Or just get a Uro or field out of the format. Maybe. Maybe. Definitely the raid boss here, taking us down. What else you got, opponent? We good? Attacks for 4. Mikado? Mana leaks. Don't play around Mana Leak. Who needs to play around Mana Leak? Alright, I think we're good. My opponent's got all of this going on. They're doing something here. Archmage Charm, draw some more cards here. I'm sure they have a way to get rid of this. They have 6 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the Uro. They can replay that. This will conclude it. 4-1 with Zoo. Not bad. Pretty sweet and aggressive list here. Let's take a look at it and give it the wrap up. So, very aggressive list. We made some weird punts there at the beginning and learned from our mistakes about our 2-drops. Really, I agree. This Renegade could be something probably better. A 2-3 is interesting, but I think you could have something more aggressive. So this card is maybe on the chopping block. You lead with Step Links, you read with the Hound, you end up fetching, you're hitting for a ton. That's what the list wants to do. I like it. Straight from Reddit, Crazy Bop 09 was the person that posted. Sounds like it's floating around and other people are playing it. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. It was a blast. A good way to see Zoo showing up in the meta, and it is quick enough to beat a lot of the things out there. Uro, though, might be worth targeting that one a little bit. We didn't have to bring in too much for some of the other matchups. Any combo list, though, beats him down. Looks good. Naya, Zoo, Landfall, and Modern.